Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about an online cheating incident. KimEnji, 2dan Pro, was caught using AI during her online tournament game and got a year of suspension. This incident was on news everywhere in Korea. So many people already know and many foreign players wanted to know about it, so I prepared this video. KimEnji is the youngest pro player out of 377 pros in Korea. She is only 13 years old, but already extremely strong. For example, this year she participated in the female Baduk League, and even though it was her first time, her results surprised all the pros. Everyone called her a genius, but now she became the cheating genius. The incident occurred on the 29th of September 2020. So just a few weeks ago, she won against Lee Young-gu 9dan professional player on the Oro Guksu Cup. He is the coach of the national team and ranked 7th in Korea. KimEnji, she is ranked 160th, so 160 and 7th. She can beat 7th Lee Young-gu, professional player. It is possible, of course. It's unusual, but sometimes the top professional players can also lose. At first, we thought, wow, KimEnji is such a genius. She improved so fast, even defeated Lee Young-gu. So up to this point, everyone was just amazed. But when people checked her game with AI, it turned out that the matching rate of her moves with AI was too high. It wasn't just high, it's too high. To compare with the world best player Shin Jin-seo's matching rate, when he has good condition, it reaches around 87%. But in this game, KimEnji's moves matched 92%. Wow. Therefore, everybody started to check this game with AI, and to be honest, most of the pros believed that she used AI. Later on, we asked someone who is specialized in AI programs to check this game without giving any details about the players. After checking this game, he was pretty convinced that Black, who was Eunji, used AI. When I have heard that, I thought, she might have cheated, but why? These days, she has been improving rapidly and she has great results, so she could just continue to go along this path. Then why would she do this? I really didn't understand. Anyway, so other pros started to ask if she had used AI, and at first she denied it. Did you use it? No, I didn't. She denied it. But at the end, she couldn't endure all the pressure and she confessed. She used it. When the little girl used artificial intelligence, would she have guessed the catastrophe she would bring when it comes to light? Using AI while playing Baduk is like having an answer sheet during an exam. If you solve the exam with an answer sheet, you always get 100 points. So even if your opponent is Shin Jin-seo, who is the number one in the world, you can win 100 times out of 100 games. When finally the cheating was confirmed, all the Baduk fans were completely shocked, including me. Most of the people were thinking, come on, how is it possible? The future of Korean Baduk, KimEnji, used AI? We just couldn't believe it. So actually in Korea, there was a huge argument. Some people said she had used AI for sure. Just look at her moves. It's so obvious. And others says, don't be so sure about that. If it's not true, you are ruining a little kid's life. It is just no way that she used it. But eventually, Eunji admitted using AI, so her pro license was suspended for 1 year by the Korean Baduk Association. So, after she gets the notice of suspension, she is not allowed to play on any competitions for a year. What do you guys think about this punishment? The Korean Baduk Association's disciplinary committee said that KimEnji's punishment was softened due to her young age and apology. So yeah, there was a letter of apology written by hand, but actually there was something controversial about that. In the first line, she wrote, while I was playing with Mr. Lee Young-gu on the online competition, I clicked here and there and the homepage opened and my game popped up, so I looked at the diagrams without thinking. I wanted to win so badly that I made the wrong choice. So she wrote and she clicked on the homepage button during her game and it opened up. However, another pro said like this: as an experienced online player with thousands of games on my account, I know that once a game starts, we cannot do anything else but playing. So it might be a lie that she could click on the homepage button. Before it gets worse, it is necessary to do something about this case. Moreover, I believe that she has cheated at least 3 times. Oh my god, 3 times. Actually, I know this pro to be very straightforward. In fact, if a pro reviews a game where AI was used, usually a pro can feel it. I have heard that this pro sent a message to Eunji, stop using AI, but KimEnji just blocked him. We cannot be sure what happened between them exactly. Now, from Eunji's side, she might have felt disturbed, so she blocked him. But from his side, it felt like Eunji keeps on using AI, so he just wanted to tell her not to do it anymore. Anyways, I have just heard these stories. So once again, do you think it was reasonable to get a 1 year suspension? I think the punishment was decided like this because it was about KimEnji. If I used AI on the internet, I would be suspended for at least 3 years or got expelled. KimEnji is the goose that lays the golden eggs. She has a big talent which will feed KBA. So how could KBA cut the golden goose open with its own hands? No, they're not gonna do that. Now, many Korean Baduk fans think she should have got more than a year, and quite some people said she has to be expelled. My personal opinion is that she should have been suspended for at least 3 years. Because cheating with AI during a tournament is even hard to imagine for me. Even if we compare it to the case earlier this year, the amateur who was caught cheating with AI was sentenced to 1 year in prison. That player cheated on a tournament where he could have become a pro like KimEnji cheated on a pro tournament. Yeah, that time I was referee, so I know that incident very well. But since he's an amateur player, well, then he has nothing to do with Korea Baduk Association. So KBA filed a criminal complaint against that amateur player, and he was sentenced to 1 year in prison, and now he's in prison. Of course, it could be a little different cheating in a competition where someone can become pro, since there are so many people sacrificing their lives and suffering a lot in order to become pro. But anyways, in both cases, they were using AI. Honestly, I think this whole thing doesn't make sense. They both have cheated, but one was sentenced to jail for a year and the other one was just suspended for a year. Actually, 1 year of suspension doesn't really hurt KimEnji. Neither her skill nor her technique will get worse. Why? Because she can just train with AI and play lots of games online. When she returns, she'll be stronger for sure. Let's take a look at Lisedol Naindan's case. In the past, he took a long break, and when he came back, he had 24 wins in a row, and he got gold medals in the Asian Games. So he just crushed the whole gold world. It could easily happen with Eunji as well. Of course, one thing is sure, it will be painful to hear from other people during the rest of her life that she had used AI. After this incident, KBA has established an internal rule for using AI during a tournament. Violation of regulations shall result in suspension of qualification for 3 years or expulsion. From now on, if someone gets caught, he or she will be suspended for at least 3 years. Personally, I think the person must be expelled if she or he is caught using artificial intelligence. However, if that's not possible, at least should be suspended for 3 or 5 years. And if he gets caught for the second time, then definitely expulsion. And after the incident, actually KBA didn't really do anything. Even after Eunji has confessed, she was allowed to play her tournament games for a few days, like nothing has happened. So some of the pros like Park Ji-yeon, Cho Hae-yeon, and Jo Han-seung has posted on their SNS and asked KBA to prevent future cheating as soon as possible. They have also complained that it had already been 20 days since the incident happened, but KBA had not made any statement yet. They asked KBA to hurry up and do something. However, seeing these SNS messages, a Baduk YouTuber, Baduk Lab, claimed that the female pro players accused KimEnji. How can he say that? It doesn't matter who is the cheater, a female or a male pro, a genius or an average pro, they would do the same thing and ask KBA for action. These players were the brave ones who spoke out loud. How can it be called accusation? It is nonsense. As expected, this guy is really something different from a normal human being. He also said that the female pros are terrified that she will return back much stronger in a year later. So they are asking for a big punishment. This is such an exaggeration. Who is actually scared? Honestly, there is no female professional players who is scared. Everyone already knows KimEnji is strong. It is just a matter of time when she reaches the top, actually. We are all disappointed with this case. We are wondering why did she do it? We all know it was a huge mistake. She was doing really great. Her results were amazing and she was improving very fast. It is a pity what she had done. Due to this incident, the online tournaments played from home might disappear completely, or we need to find a really safety way. For example, using several cameras to strengthen the security of these games. However, my first thought was that it is pretty weird to have competition like this online because there are also huge winning money, prize money. In fact, I think it was just a matter of time before something like this has happened. Um, and actually, a few years ago, Hong Seongji, 9-dan professional player, also used AI during his online friendly game. The game had a very small connection with a real online tournament. That time he just ended up with a warning. Actually, back then, it was an opportunity for KBA. They should have strengthened the rules for these kinds of cheating incidents. But even though they already had a case like this, they have not been prepared at all. Anyway, I hope that this incident will establish regulations and that no more cheaters will appear. However, of course, I think there will be other cases again, but I wish there wouldn't be so many. Actually, when I have heard that KimEnji used I was like, Eunji, why did you do this? Everything was going great for you. If you had just kept on walking like this, the flowery road would have opened up in front of you. Why did you have to do this? I kept on wondering. So, during this 1 year, I hope Eunji will not only train her baduk skill, but will, read some books and train her mind as well. She's going to be the future of Korean baduk. So I hope she will become a person with the right personality which matches it. Today I talked about a little serious issue. Thank you for listening.